Hello everyone, this is Fantasy-esque, and welcome back to ClanGen, the Warrior Cats clan generator game. When we left off in the previous episode, our three little kittens became 1 moon old, and the personalities have been developing a little bit more in interesting ways. Not only that, but we got a very surprising pregnancy announcement from Gracewipe and Lyrestar, who have only been paired up for 2 moons at this point. So I was very surprised. I was not expecting them to, be expecting this soon, but regardless, I am very, very excited. We also have a ton of cats that unfortunately are down because they're either recovering from birth, are pregnant, are injured, or are sick. And so the amount of warriors we actually have going out and doing patrols is very little. Hopefully, they recover and we manage to get our numbers back because our luck with food hasn't been too good lately. I mean, it's gonna, we've managed to stay above 100, but I feel like we're gonna slowly start eating into that, especially with our numbers growing right now. We're having a bit of a boom. So okay, let us dive straight into events and see what happens next. Time skip. Luna's clan, yes, does not have enough healthy medicine cats. Cats will be sick/hurt for longer and have a higher chance of dying. With the heightened focus of the clan, 6 additional pieces of prey were gathered. I feel like most of the prey we're getting these days is from the time skips, which still is not enough. Slumber Roach woke up with a splitting headache and couldn't get out of his nest. He spent the entire day curled up, trying to avoid light and noise so that the throbbing pain could subside. Oh no. So Slumber Roach, I was just saying we don't have enough warriors. And then Slumber Roach has to go and get a headache. Of course. Okay, Gracewipe hopes the litter will be small. She feels overwhelmed at the idea of a big litter. I mean, to be honest, I'm pretty sure Dark Pounce wanted a small litter. She ended up having, 3 kittens. So, Gracewipe, your litter might not be that small. You might actually have a bigger litter. Okay, Nectarrock has been getting more and more frustrated by the number of ticks he has, but doesn't want to bother anyone with his troubles. Regardless, he's found out when someone spots him scratching at the bites. What is going on? We have, headaches, we have ticks. The clan's falling apart at this rate. This is what happens when we don't have a stable leader. And also, when we're down a medicine cat. Okay, Midnight Kid has gotten heat exhaustion. You were kidding. Do we have anyone functional at this point? We have, barely anyone functional. Okay, just from what I can see, we had only 4 warriors that could go out in the last episode, and now we're down to 3. Great. At this point, we're not going to be able to get any food. Okay, let us check out relationships and see what is going on over there. So Bubbling Gale and Nectarrock are arguing about who should take the blame for something trivial. Okay, maybe it's, the ticks and all of these things happening. Maybe Bubbling Gale is blaming Nectarrock for not taking better care of himself and grooming himself because the ticks could spread, and Nectarrock is getting annoyed at Bubbling Gale. Okay, for not being more attentive to him because he's an elder, he's forgetful, these kind of stuff. Okay, Bubbling Gale is jealous that Plumestripe got to go on border patrol this morning. You know what? I feel like recently every second or third event that we have in relationships is something to do with Bubbling Gale and Plumestripe. I will be very surprised if they don't end up becoming rivals in the near future. When discussing the future, Dark Pounce and Midnight Kit discuss the policies they'd implement in a clan of their own. Okay, so Dark Pounce is talking to her favored daughter about, her opinions of the clan, and I think maybe Dark Pounce is comparing the way the clan was under Mista, who everyone except her liked, versus the clan under Lyrestar, who everyone except her dislikes. So that's kind of intriguing. Dark Pounds compliments Plumkit on a skill she trained hard on. I feel like Plumkit's become a little bit invisible because the two sisters, Midnight Kit and Rat Kit, are busy taking the limelight, so it's kind of nice to see she's been practicing some skills. Lyrestar and Cloudy Snarl talk about what they see in the clouds. Okay. It's good that the deputy and the leader are spending time together because they probably have a lot to discuss. Lyrestar woke a bunch of cats out for stretches. They did not like that. Lyrestar and Plumkit are arguing about something important and risking the clan's safety. Oh. Okay. I wonder what's going on there. Because Lyrestar has a broken leg. So I wonder if he's doing something to put himself at risk. And, the leader being at risk is the clan being at risk. Slumberroach poses a crazy theory to Plumestripe, and they chat about it for a while. Meanwhile, Slumberroach and Plumestripe are spending so much time together. I'm surprised not friends yet. I'm very surprised. Slumberroach runs into Ratkit at the medicine den. They both have a tummy ache from 2 hobs of the same prey. Okay. Cloudy Snarl and Plumestripe bring each other prey. Mother and son spending time together, which is what we've been seeing for a few episodes now. Cloudy Snarl won't stand for slander about Midnight Kit. Who is slandering Midnight Kit? I don't know, but this is cute that she's standing up for Midnight Kit. I don't know who would even have a problem with this adorable little thing. When getting something to eat, Grayswipe sees Poppyheart allow someone else to take her favorite prey. Yeah, Grayswipe, I think, has viewed Poppyheart with some, she kind of feels as though Poppyheart has always been a bit lackluster. So it's nice to see Poppyheart doing something, in someone else's favor like this. It makes Grayswipe feel as though not everything is bad with Poppyheart. Grayswipe notices that Ratkit is always one of the first to volunteer for a difficult task. Okay, that's nice. I feel like Ratkit, even though she's a bit of a bully, I think her bulldozing nature makes it so that she doesn't think twice when there's something difficult to be done. Her attitude is that I will bully it into submission. If there's a difficult task, I will bulldoze it into submission and I will get it done. Which I feel like would be a kind of good trait for an apprentice to have. Nectarrock thinks that Poppyheart smells nice today. That's nice of him to say. Nectarrock and Bubbling Gale argued about something trivial and neither of them apologized. Okay, and Bubbling Gale, he has like a old dislike of Nectarrock. They've had this from the very beginning of Luminous Clan, and he has newly developed this, almost rivalry with Plumestripe. Dark Pounds takes the sunny spot that Slowfleck was about to lay in. Okay, is none too happy about that. Slowfleck notices that Plumestripe doesn't want to help out. I feel like Slowfleck has a filter over his eyes when he looks at Plumestripe. His resentment started off as something, as of a symbol, but I think now a lot of the times he kind of just uses that as an excuse to kind of blame Plumestripe for things, or not blame, but I think pick out things that maybe the others wouldn't notice. Like, he's very nitpicky with Plumestripe. Slowfleck imagines what his family with Grayswipe would look like. Okay. This does make sense, because we were saying how, Slowfleck wanted to be the one to have his litter of kittens this time around and, increase, or I should say, not about increase, but advance his prophetic line, his legacy. And so I think it kind of made sense that, he would probably be, end up with the Grayswipe. The other option was Poppyheart, but I think that's what was in his mind. But obviously Lyrestar, I think hijacked him just a little bit. So now Slowfleck, we're a moon away from Grayswipe's kitten's being born, Slowfleck is imagining how things would have been if he had been chosen for Gray Swipe instead, and this litter of kittens would have been his, and everything would have been like in their right place finally. Slowfleck. Okay, Poppy Hot and Slumber Roach challenge one another during a hunting patrol. Okay, that's good to see. Plumestripe doesn't think the object that Slumber Roach asked him to find is real. Yeah, these two, they spent a lot of time together, but I feel like, with people you spend a lot of time together with, sometimes you can have little arguments that happened, and then, good moments and bad moments, and there's just a lot of, they sometimes, they tend to clash, and then other times they get irritated with each other, but then more often than not, they just end up hanging out with each other anyways. Midnight Kid has big plans for the day, but they're thwarted by Gray Swipe doing something more important. Okay, Midnight Kid, I suppose, she's young, she I think she's still fearless, but she's young and, she wants to go out and do things. Life is exciting for her, but then because Gray Swipe is a moon away from having a kittens, everyone's more focused on that. Plum Kit gets a little irritated seeing Poppy Hot ignore a mess in camp. Okay, and she's the one who likes playing in puddles, and she's a bit of a daydreamer. Plum Kit is. Rat Kit wants to spend time with friends, but all of them have plans with Poppy Hot. Okay, who do you want to spend time with? You want to spend time with Dark Pounce and Nectarrock, your parents, but it said friends. So I feel like it wouldn't be family members. So what? You want to spend time with, yes, Poppy Hot, but Slopefleck and Plumestripe, I guess? But they're busy with Poppy Hot? Okay. Well, it seems as though that's all we have for events. Let me quickly go ahead. Hold on a second. We have... Wait. Did I not set... Oh, jeez. I don't think I set the gathering, which is my bad. I don't think I set the gathering. Well, we'll try and praise Chirp Clan. Let's check the medicine cat den, see how look at this! We have so many hurt and sick cats. How's our log doing? Dark Pounce was given moss as treatment for recovering from birth. Lyrestar was given marigold as treatment for broken bone. Lyrestar was given wild garlic as treatment for an infected wound. Poppy Heart was given moss as treatment for heat exhaustion. Okay. Yeah. We have no working medicine cat. We have a high risk of death and disease. Understood, but we're waiting for a medicine cat to recover from birth, but it might take a little while. Okay, well, I am gonna cut the recording here. We're gonna come back and check up on the cat list. It is time for us to take a look at the cat list. Our loyalties have not changed. They're still very much the same. Now, in terms of relationships, nothing has changed for anyone. I don't think... Yeah, Poppy Heart and Plumestripe, they don't have any new friends or romances, unfortunately, so there's nothing for us on that front. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at what the cats are doing in the day. Lyrestar thinks he is the best hunter in the clan. Of course he does, even though he has a broken bone. Of course. Cloudy Star daydreams about being a warrior in Tiger Clan. Dark Pounce gives herbs to an injured loner. Look at her! I kind of really admire the fact that even though Dark Pounce has been down as medicine cat, we have seen her actively helping a lot of the lightless cats that come by with sicknesses or injuries or confusion. So it's kind of nice to see whether she, crawls out of the medicine den on her own, or she goes ahead and gives it to one of the youngsters or the other warriors to help out. She still tries, which is nice to see. Slopefleck saw a two-legged kid playing with a kitty pet. Slumber Roach jumps around while on patrol. Even though he is injured, he has a severe headache. Bubbling Gale is debating swimming to cool down. And he's got pretty blue eyes as well. He's got pale blue eyes. I think Lyrestar has dark blue eyes, which I really like. Gray Swipe silently judges a clanmate from afar. Okay, who are you judging? It's definitely Nectarrock, because she hates him. She's definitely judging Nectarrock. Of course she is. Poppyheart wants to compliment Greyswipe's fighting techniques. Okay, that's nice. I feel like Poppyheart has always kind of admired Greyswipe, even though Greyswipe has been quite disappointed in Poppyheart from Lyastar's, perspective. But it's nice to see that Poppyheart at least has some respect for her. I think in Poppyheart's heart, she probably feels as though she would have done a lot better if Greyswipe was her mentor instead. Like her brother lucked out. Plumestripe is upset Slopeflex said he was wrong during an argument. Okay, I mean typically I think Plumestripe gets along well with Slopeflex. Both the cats, the siblings, they get along well with Slopeflex. But Plumestripe, he's a little bit upset at Slopeflex. Okay, that's interesting. Nectarrock thinks about StarClan. I wonder why you're thinking about StarClan. Is it because you're getting up there in age? And how did he get injured? Okay, that's right. I was gonna say, how did he get injured? He has tick bites, which hopefully improve. And it doesn't say they're infectious, thank goodness. Midnight Kid didn't get enough sleep. Yeah, her active imagination is probably keeping her up. Plum Kid is sitting in the shade trying to hide from the heat. Oh, thank goodness, because your sister got heat exhaustion from something, so yeah, you go ahead and do that. And hold on a second. So nothing has changed for Midnight Kid's personality, but it seems as though Plum Kid never sits still. She has developed this little thing where she never sits still. Rat Kid knocks over Nectarrock, her father. Yeah, and she is pretty much the same. Now, you know how I was saying Rat Kid was my favorite when they were newborns because her coat was so interesting. But I think after, they opened up their eyes, I find her siblings more striking because of their eyes. Like, I can see their bronze eyes against their pelts, and so they look really cute to me. Whereas Rat Kid, because she's got silver eyes on the gray pelt, her eyes are kind of lost in the pelt. Maybe when she gets a little bit older, we'll be able to kind of see a lot better. But yeah, her eyes are kind of lost in her pelt just a little bit. But okay, it seems as though that's all we have for the cat list, and now we need to dive into the patrols. Our numbers have been dwindling more and more and more, and we are now down to 3 able-bodied cats who can go out and bring back perhaps some food. We currently have 103.2 prey, and we need 28.5. So let's go ahead and send Plumestripe, Bubbling Gale, and Cloudy Snarl out to see if they manage to get something for us. So here we go. The patrol devolves into ghost stories, putting everyone on edge. Proceed. A branch snaps and the whole patrol runs back to camp. Later, an argument breaks out over what caused the noise. Okay, so unfortunately, the 3 cats that were sent out on patrol didn't even manage to get any food back for us, which I feel like is a little bit problematic, because from the next moon, we are going to be falling under the 100 prey mark, and we are also going to have a litter of kittens born, which means the needed prey that we will have is going to increase. So, yeah. I have no clue how the clan is going to deal with it, but, our sicknesses, our injuries, everything's just been increasing, and I think it's being perpetuated by the fact that our medicine cat is down. So, things looking rough. Like, our lead is down. I think this is probably the roughest point for Luminous Clan to go through. Yes, we are pushing through and trying to get, some growth for us, but I think this is the toughest that the clan, the toughest situation they have been in, and it's not even Leaf Bear. It's Green Leaf. This is the season of abundance. But okay guys, with that said and done, I am going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.